The following contest from Denver, Colorado, weighing in at Little Howie Don.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one.
Of all the superstars on the roster, this guy is amongst the hardest working. That goes without saying.
Definitely shout out to Don Chaos. We know you got our back, and we got your back too, man. Denver, Colorado all day, brother. We're definitely going to hook up with you. Much love to Carnival Spirits for putting us on as well on this YouTube, man.
Shout out to you, Don Chaos, for, what is this episode, like 126 or something like that?
Yes, sir.
You've been putting in work, bro. Respect. Y'all doing some shit for the community and the fam out there. Appreciate it. So just keep doing what y'all doing, you know what I mean?
Congrats to Don Chaos for 1,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop.
Keep it going, man.
Congratulations, Don Chaos. Yes, keep it going, man. Good luck to you, fucking Don Chaos, and fucking hell yeah on your 1,000 fucking followers.
You know who it is. It's Ouija Mac, bitch. Shout out to Carnival Spirits. And fucking shout out to Don Chaos one time. You know what's going on.
This is my brother. Everyone, Don Chaos and Brother Lynch Hung here.
Yeah, and Carnival Spirits. What's up, man? Don Chaos. What's up? It's your boy Brother Lynch Hung. We out here tonight. Let's
Fuego Flames and my nigga Don Chaos. What's going on, B? It's my brother right here. My boy. Excuse the left.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Don Chaos, and I'm with a very legendary man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Hey, Sean. Yeah, we at the gathering, y'all.
Podcast/radio show of the year. This one's always controversial. Coming in number one, we got Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, there. Congratulations, man. Don Chaos, Hours of Chaos.
Yo. What the fuck is up, everyone? Don Chaos here, back with the Hours of Chaos podcast, episode 218, y'all. 218. What is good to everyone in the chat? How is everyone on this gorgeous Sunday? I don't know about y'all, but it is hot as hell down here in Florida. Any of the swampalos down here can relate to that. So, again, y'all, make sure you drink some of that good old earth juice. So, yeah, we are joined by the homie Will Gates. So, we're just going to get straight into it and bring the man on here. A man that's been making names. A man who does work for juggalos, by juggalos. Some real jug shit. I'm talking about Will Gates.
My dog, how you doing?
Good, you?
I'm doing great. We beaming over here, bro.
Always.
Hell yeah.
So how you doing?
That's shit.
Hell yeah. Well, welcome to the show, man. I know we've been talking about getting you on the show for quite a while.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. It's fresh to finally be here. This is a legendary podcast right here. You've been making waves in the scene for a long time. Shouts out to you, man.
Thank you. And I know you've been a long-time viewer of the show, so thank you as well.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, you know how we having our guests on. You just give a brief introduction, who you are, where you're from, and then, yeah, we will ask with the questions and whatnot.
Yes, sir. My name's Will Gates. I represent Trash Boy Entertainment. I come up out of northern Michigan, specifically Traverse City. If you're ever around here and you a juggalo, hit me up. Let me know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And how long have you actually been writing music?
I've been writing and making music since I was a kid. I started writing raps when I was 9. I got into Juggalo rap specifically when I was 17, 18. Just starting to actually touch an actual microphone, you know. I've been writing for a long time, you know. I've always been really musically inclined. It's always drawn my ear, you know what I'm saying? It's been a huge part of my life always. So
Hell yeah. And how did you actually come up with your rap name? And did you go by any other names before you came up with the one that you have now?
no, I rapped as Will Gates since I started touching the microphone when I was 17. So yeah, man, that's always been the name. I came up with it. You know, it sounds like Bill Gates or whatever, but it's actually because in high school when I was really going through some shit, like 14, 15, I was listening to By Any Means tapes by Kevin Gates, and those really spoke to me. And so, you know, that's what it was at the time, and I just rolled with the name since.
Hell yeah. Shouts to Kevin Gates.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. Now, obviously, you're from Michigan, so you know all about the Juggalo scene, but everyone likes to hear everyone's Juggalo origin story. When did you discover the Wicked shit, and what was the first song that, like, grasped your attention?
The first time I heard a Juggalo album, I was introduced when I was a kid. I was rolling upstate. My uncle was playing some CDs and shit, and he was giving me the speech, you know. He was giving me the lowdown. I didn't really know too much at the time, you know. He's kind of crazy guy, so he's kind of rambling, you know what I'm saying? But I was paying attention, you know. And he played Carnival of Carnage. That was the first record he played for me. It didn't play it the whole way through, but he played the first 4 or 5 songs, and then he switched on to Ringmaster and so on, and played through some essential albums for me, including, I remember that ride I heard a little bit of even Bizarre and shit. So it was kind of all over the place. It wasn't like I just heard a little bit of the first 6. It was kind of all over the place for what was out at the time. And this 2012, so up to like Death Pop era and shit, you know. When I was 14, I snatched a CD. It happened to be Smothered, Covered in Chunks, and that was the shit I was bumping for a long time, you know. Just that was the only one I had. I fucking loved that shit when I was 14. Shit like Bitch Better Have My Money, you know, that was my favorite at the time, you know. But that was a fresh ass record, you know. You know, a lot of people kind of hate on it or whatever, but I think that shit's so fresh, you know what I'm saying? I still bump that shit.
Oh yeah, I love that shit, and that's one thing I always loved is when ICP does their cover or their take on a song, and sometimes they can even make it sound better than the original song.
Exactly. So I always had from that age, I had a little bit of Juggalo influence and shit. When I was 17, though, is when I like really got dragged in, you know, like by the soul, you know what I'm saying? And what happened was I found the Cypher 17, and I figured out what everything was about. When I was 14, you know, Smothered, Covered in Chunk was just a fresh record to bump, but I didn't really know what this shit was all about at the time like that. You know what I'm saying? When I was 17, it was a Cypher 17 that had just come out, and I was listening to Jay's verse, and he's talking about how inclusive the family is, how diverse the family is, how deep the family is. I thought that was just the most beautiful fucking thing, and I'd never really heard that in rap before or in anything else before. And I thought that was such a beautiful fucking notion. And at the end, man, Ouija Mac came in, and he's rapping his ass off like he had to pay rent with that shit at the time, which he probably did. He was wearing And One shorts, black And One. I remember because I was wearing the same fucking things at the time when I seen that video, and I was like, damn, he's a real ass scrub. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so fucking fresh to me. So I started going down the rabbit hole. And at the time, I was SoundCloud. I had SoundCloud and shit. So I fucking was going down the rabbit hole. I found Ouija shit first. And so inevitably, I was bumping Crash for me. And man, that just that cradled my heart. You know what I'm saying? I'd found some some of the albums I'd heard on my way upstate. I heard Ringmaster. It's a full album in one track on SoundCloud. You can find it still. You know what I'm saying? And Riddlebox was on there, like Malenko was on there, like that. So I'm listening to these. These are what had first brought me in. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to Trash Fire first, and then I had found what I put the first 6. I was bumping on YouTube as much as I could. You know what I mean? Fucking, I had YouTube available. You can't like keep that shit open in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? When you're walking down the street and all that. I had SoundCloud, so you know that was SoundCloud's a thuggalo for sure. There's a lot of deep cuts on SoundCloud too. I remember finding shit like The Frog was on Devereaux's SoundCloud and shit. You know what I'm saying? I discovered Darby O'Trill around this time, going into 2018. He had a song with Swag Tooth, and I'd found that. You know what I'm saying? When I was searching for Swag Tooth features and shit, and I'd found him. Like, man, this kid's spitting. You know, he's got some juice. And he's grown into a fucking monster since then. You know what I'm saying? He just happened to be, you know, a SoundCloud alone. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. He's just rapping on SoundCloud. Now he's a beast on Chapter 17. So, like, it was a crazy time to come in. You know what I mean? But I think it's also, like, a beautiful time, too, because I've seen a lot of growth in the family. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. People.
Oh yeah, I like that too, and I like that I'm able like to teach a lot of the younger generation. I've been telling people what makes music, in my opinion, also good. If music can reach multiple generations, that's how you know the music is timeless and good.
Exactly.
Like, there's a lot of juggalos I've met that they found out about this music through their parents or something, and it's dope.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, like, if I find Riddlebox today, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I found it a long time ago. But if I found Riddlebox today and it spoke to my heart, you know what I'm saying? It spoke to the juggalo in my heart, then that's the same exact carnival magic that somebody's experiencing back in the 90s when they discovered that shit. You know what I mean? So some people are a little wary or whatever of youngalos and shit. I think that's a really interesting thing. But us youngalos are going to help make this go on forever, and that's what it's for, right? Like, that's what it's all about. We don't want this shit to die out, and that means It's got to be to the next generation.
Exactly. And Jay even said in that No Jumper interview, he's like, we got to start paving the way for a lot of these young cats that are talented, and I'm glad him and Isham are like doing that. They're working with these young people that are like talented.
Absolutely, man.
And you know, it's like Jay and like Isham are like having second comings in their career again. It's dope.
Exactly. That Three-Headed Monster album is phenomenal. Seeing the tour, I got to catch the first 2 dates, the first 2 Michigan dates, right? Man, fucking just explosive performances from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the tour package just fucking killed that shit. Both days. You know what I'm saying? Darby, Shaggy the Airhead, the Three-Headed Monster, man. Let me just say to any judge who may have the tour rolling through their neighborhood in the near future, because the tour is still rolling on. If you can find a way out there, this is like a once-in-a-lifetime tour. It's a phenomenal fucking experience. You do not want to miss this. For real. You need to be there.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to the Tampa date down here on Wednesday.
My dog. I'm stoked for you. It's going to be a great fucking show. Man, I bet Darby's going to pull some crazy shit out because that's a Florida show, you know?
Of course, because
he's been swamping this whole season. I've been following him.
I've been learning since I moved down here to Florida from Colorado that juggalos down here in Florida know how to get down.
Yeah. I've seen the videos of the last Tampa show. It was Tampa, right? On the Ouija tour?
Yep, which I was at that tour too, which was so dope.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Man, it looked crazy. It looked like it was one hell of a night. I wish I could have been there for that one. I ain't gonna lie.
And all I gotta say is I might still have a cane, y'all, but I'll still get live in the crowd with you guys.
I believe it. You the man. You the Don.
Hell yeah. So what Joker card, if you had to pick, like, speaks to you the most? Like, everyone, Juggalo has their favorite Joker's card. Like me, it's always hard for me to choose. Like, I always have to tell people, like, musically, relatable, like, which one speaks to me. So which one actually speaks to you the most?
Which one's speaking to me the most? Currently, Shangri-La is speaking to me the most. It's what I'm bumping the most. My all-time favorite is Carnival of Carnage because I like super raw type music, raw sound and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's very early '90s vibe. Like, it's very anti-fuck establishment. You can see a lot of the NWA and Beastie Boys influence with that shit.
It's beautiful. You can hear the struggle. You can hear their beginnings. You know what I'm saying? And Carnival of Carnage and Beverly Kills are some of my favorites to play because of that. But currently, I feel like life is really good. So I've been bumping Shangri-La a lot. It's just been speaking to the soul a little more than ever. Fucking it's just raining shiny diamonds.
Hell yeah! When you first heard the Clowns, did you know they were actually from your state, or did you not know that at the time yet?
Yes, when I was 12 and I was getting the speech, like I said, it was kind of a ramble, but I did understand that this was also coming out the mitten, and I thought that was so fucking fresh to hear. You know what I mean? That's so cool that I'm like from the same general area. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So you probably a lot of those jugglers that actually legit grew up drinking Faygo too, before even it was mentioned probably by ICP.
Exactly. When I was a kid, I was drinking cotton candy and shit because that's the shit, man. That's a phenomenal fucking flavor. If you're in the gas station, you see some cotton candy soda, like you know what I mean. Like you don't have to be a juggalo at the time to know that that's some fresh ass fucking shit right there, and you need to snatch that up. You know what I mean? Like it's just delicious.
Yeah. Cotton candy's my favorite flavor. Black cherry is phenomenal.
Black cherry is a good one. I've been drinking a little bit of that. I've been on a firework kick. I like classic cola a lot. I'm not going to lie. That's my shit. Pour that over some ice. Crack a can.
Well, since you said you love like Fireball, try like Fireball whiskey and then have candy apple Faygo, and it tastes like those cinnamon candy apples.
Oh, word. Okay. Yeah, I like Fireball too. I said firework earlier, but Fireball's cool too. But you put that with candy apple?
Oh yeah,
that sounds pretty fucking fresh. I'm not going front. I'm surprised I ain't done that
cotton candy is like Lady Chaos's favorite, or as we call it diabetes in a bottle.
Oh yeah, that's real sweet for sure.
Yeah, and what other music did you like grow up listening to before you found out about ICP? Like, it could be like music that your family was growing up. Like me, a lot of my family was like listening to like old school, like classic rock, like the Beatles, of course, legendary Ozzy and all that.
First, 10, 11 years of my life or so, I grew up around my grandmother, rest in peace. And she was a wonderful woman. She liked a lot of like oldies type shit, you know what I mean? So that's like all we listened to really around the house. She didn't like no cursing or none of that shit, you know what I mean? So I found rap when I was 8 and finally got access to like a computer and shit, you know what I mean? We had one up at the house, but my uncle was on it all the time, you know what I mean? He was a big computer dude, so he was always on that shit. I never got to fuck with that. But when I fucking was old enough, run on down to the library and shit and get up on the internet, I started discovering rap. Snoop Dogg, fucking Lil Wayne, fucking all sorts of good shit. And it was quite a turn, you know what I mean, from what I was used to hearing before then. It was dope, you know what I mean? It spoke to me. It felt a lot more real life than listening to some fucking, I don't know, some shit from the 50s about how life is all fucking peachy and shit. You know what I mean? Like, just not, you know what I mean? There's like some songs or whatever on like every genre. But,
Oh yeah, you look back in the days, there was some pretty dark shit. Like some of the Beatles shit, they were on some pretty dark, crazy shit back then.
Yeah, for sure. But it's like, you know, it's not that much of the dark stuff, I guess, that would play on the, at least like in my brain, you know what I mean? I guess I don't really listen to oldies radio like that anymore, but I just remember it was a bunch of like happy music. And when I was a kid, you know, like there's a lot going on, you know, so I was mad all the time and shit. And fucking rap spoke, you know what I mean? Rap and rock and like.
That's pretty much me. That's pretty much the music that's always spoke to me, is whether it's any type of rap, any type of rock. And that's why I'll always say, yes, in the words of an Eminem lyric, he's brainwashed from rock and rap. That's basically me.
Yeah, man. It's a powerful genre. It's two powerful genres, you know what I mean? I feel like if rap and rock I would speak to you, you probably, you know, maybe had some type of rougher life or whatever, you know what I mean? It's just it's a great outlet for that, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And both rap and rock are kind of almost similar, especially the kind where it's like about against the establishment, like especially punk rock. Punk rock is like very like hip hoppy when you look at it. Hence that's why punk rock is also known as street rock. It's rock music for the people on the streets.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's what it's about. I think that's a good way to put it, man. Rap's really fucking punk. You know what I'm saying? I think, yeah, that's fresh.
So that's why I love whenever rappers and rock artists will like work together, because it goes word together. You have like Ice Cube worked with Korn. Let's see, you had like, even though it's not considered like hard rock, but you had like Rum DMC and Aerosmith working together.
Yep. It's a beautiful thing. I remember the first time I really heard a track that was like crossing the genres. I remember hearing like Tech Nine was on a Five Finger Death Punch song.
Oh yeah.
When I was 12, that was the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and what makes it cooler is it's a cover of an LL Cool J song.
Exactly, bro. And I didn't know that at first. You know what I mean? I found that out older as I got more nerded out with my music and shit, and really diving into music history and learning as much as I can. You know what I mean? When I was a kid, it was a little bit more just like, oh, this sounds cool. You know what I mean? Now I want to know what makes shit sound cool. What who made this and what did they go through to write this and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a little more invested now.
Yeah, I've always loved music from the heart. Like one of my favorite old time singers, like, is Johnny Cash. Who doesn't love Johnny Cash?
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. When I was talking about like I like music in like every fucking genre, you know what I mean? Like I'm not playing down country at all like that. You know what I'm saying? I love Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash is one of those dudes. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's powerful music. It's timeless. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not like, I don't know. When I think of country and I think of like whatever's on the country radio, it's kind of like, you know, it just doesn't feel like no real life shit. Johnny Cash, like he's got like real emotions and shit in what he's talking about. So I like him. I think he's
even Willie Nelson would be emotional.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Willie Nelson's fresh too, for sure. I like older type country. My sister like real old. You know what I'm saying? My older sister did.
Yeah, my favorite kind of country is like country from like the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Everything else after that, not so much.
Yeah, for sure, man. Feel that.
And now, one question we usually ask our guests: if you had to pick, what are like your top 5 favorite albums that like changed your life?
Top 5 albums that changed my life. Trash Fire, for sure. Carnival of Carnage. I'm gonna say the things that aren't really Juggalo, but like really affected me. An album I recently referenced, Fashionably Late, Falling in Reverse. That's an album that really spoke to me when I was in high school and shit. The multi-genre aspect of it, I thought that was just the freshest shit. And at that time in my life, I was just going through a lot. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's an album that's hard pushing what you need to get through any type of adversity. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking stumbling my words, but yeah, man, it's a fresh album. I really like the way that the genres are blended. You know, there's even a little bit of country in there, some fucking EDM. You know, I thought that was such a fresh thing, and that's kind of why I just do whatever I like with music now. Like some of my songs are a little bit more rock, some of them are a little bit more rap, and you know, just it depends how I'm feeling that day. You know what I mean? That album, you know, made me think of things in a different perspective. You know what I mean? As far as like what you can group together.
Exactly, and that's one of the reasons why I've always loved Tech is he just writes out his life basically.
Yeah, absolutely. I like music that's really raw and out the heart. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit to me. You know, I really liked. That's 4 Swan Songs by Hollywood Undead.
Oh,
the album was huge influence on me. Again, crossing the genres the way it did. You know what I mean? That was more just rap and rap. But even then, it had different types of rap in there. You know what I mean? The West Coast influence, but it's different type of shit going into there. And Deuce's solo album, Invincible, but not the version that you can find on Spotify. The original version that he leaked on YouTube in 2015. That album is a very big influence on me and why I do things so independently and just do things how I want. You know what I'm saying? As far as release schedule and shit. His album Invincible, man. That's the OG version is fucking phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? I think the studio version it's still a studio album. But some of the songs are removed and replaced, and the songs that replaced the old ones weren't my favorite. They didn't hit the same. You know what I'm saying? It's still a good album, but it wasn't as good as it was originally intended, in my opinion. And so what happened was it was supposed to drop in 2014, right? And the label shelved it, you know? And he was on a roll with 9 Lives at the time. So he held on, he waited as long as he could, and then he put that bitch out on YouTube himself. And he just said, fuck it, we're putting it out. They don't want to put it out. We're going to make sure it happens. I'm going to make sure it gets out to my people. You know what I mean? And I thought that was just a beautiful fuck the industry. We're making it happen for the people statement. You know what I mean? He just put that shit out on YouTube for the free. He was like, fuck it, you don't want to put it out? I'm going to give it to him for free. I'm going to make sure, you know what I mean? People are waiting on this shit. I thought that was beautiful. You know what I mean? I thought that was it's a bold statement for artists, you know what I mean? Just in general, like we shouldn't be boxed in by executives that tell us like, this is gonna sell more if we wait till, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, you gotta have a plan and all that when you put shit out, you know what I mean? But you gotta give the people what they want, you know what I mean? And people are fucking begging for that shit. And it came at a 5-year wait. He was talking about that album from 2012 till it eventually came out to 2017. So yeah, that was a strong album. You know what I mean? And I'm rambling about these ones because I know Juggalos might not know too much about these ones specifically. You know? Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. And what is some of like your like favorite like all-time favorite movies, like movies that you can like never get tired of hearing that or watching, and you're like, I may have watched this numerous times, but we're watching this movie regardless?
Any fucking Jay and Silent Bob movie, you know what I'm saying? Clerks 2. A lot of people I seen were bitching about Clerks 3 when it came out. I fucking love that too, man. It's a rough ending. I'm not gonna lie. There's a little bit of a rough ending, but you know, it's a beautiful thing. Fuck, I love those movies. They never fail to make me laugh and shit. You know, I've been watching them shit for 10 years now. You know, kind of shaped my sense of humor and shit. But yeah, I like that shit. I like a lot of different slasher type movies. You know what I'm saying? I really like the Terrifier movies. I've been watching those lately. Really like fucking Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, I really fucking like House of a Thousand Corpses. You know, trying to think. Yeah, man, fucking. I like funny shit or slasher shit. There's not a whole lot in between, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am. I like funny stuff, but I'm picky when it comes to horror movies. But I also just like a movie that like tells like a really good story. Same with the TV show. If it tells a really good story, and when you can like expand, like create your whole living world and stuff, that's what I like about shows or movies.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm not too picky about horror movies myself. I'll watch any type of horror movie for real. I watch a lot of movies and shit.
Yeah, I'm picky when it comes to them, but there are ones that I really enjoy. I'm just very picky when it comes to them.
That's just that's kind of like I'm more picky about like comedy shit, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Now, like I'll watch like a lot of sitcom shows I grew up on. Like, who doesn't love King of Queens? That is classic.
I've only seen a little bit of it, but what I've seen is funny for sure.
Oh yeah, trust me, it gets funnier.
Yeah, no doubt. I didn't really have a lot of TV, like growing up and all that. Even though I don't watch too much TV, to be honest. I'll sit down for movies more than I'll want to like start a TV series for the most part.
Oh yeah, like I have a long list of like movies and shows, and people will be like, "Oh, have you watched this movie or show?" I'm like, "No, but I'll add it to my long list of stuff I need to check out."
Right? Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I feel that.
I also like to watch a lot of documentaries and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Especially a lot of true crime type shit.
That's the business.
But it's also because I'm very fascinated with like the human psyche. I like to know what ticks and makes someone go crazy, because I always know there's always a motive why someone goes crazy. Some people just don't go crazy. Sometimes there's a motive behind that shit.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it's some cold-blooded shit.
Now, Jeffrey Dahmer, even after all these years, people still don't know why he did what he did. They've tested his brain so much, and they still don't know why he did it.
He's a terrible fucking person. That's why. Like, yeah, this shit's all fun and games to rap about. Make all these movies.
Like I said, Jeffrey Dahmer is like. Oh yeah. The one thing we learn about a lot of these people is that normal people are just as scary as the people like us that are seen as the weirdos and shit. And that's why I have a shirt. It says "Normal people scare me." And a lot of the most notorious serial killers look like they were normal people.
Oh yeah, man. No doubt, dog. No doubt about that at all. I mean, in reality, I'll probably walk past at least a few murderers in a lifetime, no matter where you're living. You know what I mean? You probably walk past somebody who's caught a few bodies at some point. Oh, you might even know somebody who's caught a few bodies, and you just don't know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You never know.
That's kind of why I've always liked the real life production logos. Like for Esham, like there's a deep meaning behind the RLP logo. Like Esham is explaining that the logo means that anyone can be the devil, basically. Anyone can be evil, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Esham's a mastermind. There's layers to everything he's done ever. There's layers to it. You know what I mean? Fucking.
Oh yeah, like a lot of the stuff he's been releasing lately has been crazy.
Yeah, man. I was bumping "Booming Words from Hell" the other day, and that's one of the records from Esham that I first listened to. So it's like, you know, it's not my first time, but I'm still picking up new shit every time. You know, he's one of those artists. There's layers to it, man. He's
oh yeah, and to know that he did that album when he was like 12 or 13, like the stuff he was rapping about, I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, man, he was youngin' for sure. I thought it was like 15. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. You might be right. You probably are right. You're the Don, to be honest. But,
yeah, my personal favorite Esham album is Closed Casket.
It's a great one. It's a great one. Yeah. I think Booming Words from Hell has been my favorite lately, to be honest.
Yeah, that's one of mine too.
Yeah, it's the raw sound, man. That shit just gets me. It just gets me. You know?
Oh, yeah. And then now, as far as Nodus, it's a toss-up between Life After Death, Do You Believe in God, or Multi-Killionaire, The Devil's Contract.
Right. I like Multi-Killionaire. I mean, I like them both. Yeah, man.
Oh. Let's see. And where do you hope to like actually take your music? Like, where do you see your music in like 5 years from now? Like, you're one of those people that I can tell that's going to be one of the people that carries this to the next generation, and I'm proud of you for it.
As far as like getting picked up or anything like that, you know, there's only one place I'm really trying to go. You know, Team Psychopathic, Chapter 17, what have you. Either or would be an honor, but that's not my main focus. My main focus is just to do my small part in this community and make sure that motherfuckers know that juggalos are out here. Juggalos are here in your city, independently, just killing shit. It's the fucking thuggalo thing, you know what I'm saying? We come in and, you know, Ouija said it best. From a handful of gravel to a whole lot of things, man. We come in, we don't necessarily have the most. We make it happen regardless. Juggalo artists are some of the most hardworking and dedicated artists on the planet. Real shit. And I think that aspect gets greatly underappreciated sometimes. Juggalo artists, juggalos in general, are incredibly hardworking people. You know what I'm saying? Speaking on making juggalo art, as I know it, you got to work a little harder. You know, people aren't as accepting of your shit. You know what I mean? There's sometimes, you know, it's down ass motherfuckers that recognize, but it's not always like that. You know what I mean? Recently, I got to go and perform at this local celebration of 50 years of hip hop in my community, and they were thinking of juggalo rap, and they brought me out to represent our community, and I thought that was a beautiful fucking thing. You know what I mean? Because for a long time, our community wasn't really thought of in hip hop. It wasn't really thought of in rock. It was just kind of its own thing. You know what I mean? We've been rapping. Juggalos have been rapping our asses off for decades now. You know what I mean? And fucking, I just want to shine a light on the road that's been paved before me and the people that helped pave it. You know what I mean? And
exactly. If we just help lift each other up and stuff, there's nothing we can't do.
Exactly, man. This isn't about me like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just someone who happens to rap about it because I'm good at rapping. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes sense. You know,
and that's like me. I do this because I love this community. I love to drop my opinions on stuff, and I like to give talented artists like you that shine and help put you guys on.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Because
I recognize talent when I see it, and I like to always help people out. That's what I've always loved to do.
I appreciate that, bro. I'm the same way, you know. I love to show love as much as possible. You know, I want to, especially within the Juggalo family. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing I like to see more than juggalos winning.
Same.
Except maybe juggalos conquering. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking, that's it. I just want to see my family do good, and whatever that happens to be. If you paint, if you rap, if you cook, you know, whatever your thing is, I want to see you do good. If you're a juggalo, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And people forget we are in every aspect of life. There's juggalos out there that are doctors. There's juggalos that are fucking lawyers.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, man. That's the thing. We're everywhere. We're worldwide. We're fucking in every facet of life.
I know juggalos who have served in the military.
Exactly. One of my best juggalo homies, my boy Shu, is in the military right now. I'm saying, big salute. You know what I'm saying? He's doing the damn thing. Fucking, you know, we're everywhere, and people may have a negative perception of us. They may think of us as some kind of lowlifes, but we are the exact opposite of that. You know what I mean? We may have been forced through some low life situations for some of us. You know what I mean? And it's not our faults. You know what I'm saying? It's like some of us really come out the fucking gutter and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that means you got to do some gutter shit. You know, but juggalos are in every fucking walk of life. Like you said, there are lawyers, doctors, you know, and anything you can think of, a juggalo has filled that occupation. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. We're so diverse. The only thing we don't accept are people that are, you know, basically racist, kitty peddlers and all that.
Exactly that, my boy. You hit it on the nail.
And we're one of the last real subcultures in the world left.
Yes, I agree. I think exactly that, man. You can be from any walk of life. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what you do for a living. You know, if you're a real ass person, if you're a loving person, you know, you're welcome here. You know, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. I've really been nowhere at all like a gathering. When I showed up last year and I finally seen the family to scale for myself, felt what that's like. You know what I mean? That's home, bro. That's home. I've never felt like that anywhere else.
Exactly. That's what I've always told people. I was like, you have to be at the gathering to describe it. There's no way to describe it. It's literally like heaven on earth. It's Shangri-La on earth.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, I'm getting emotional talking about it, for real. Yeah, exactly that. It's a beautiful place. I think when I showed up last year, you know, again, I was going through a lot. I just lost my sister and shit just a few days before the gathering. But when I was there, you know what I mean? I discovered that I'm not alone in what I'm going through. It's other jugs that are experiencing similar things. You know what I mean? I met a jug that had just lost their kid and shit. You know what I mean? Like, and so it's like I felt alone on the journey or whatever. But when I got there and I felt the love from the family. You know what I mean? It's everywhere I turn. It's a homie there. And if I don't know a homie there, I'm about to meet a homie there. It's a magical, beautiful fucking thing. Like I said, nowhere else like that on the planet, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I've told people, yeah, there's bad apples in every bunch, but the good people should always outshine the bad people. Like I tell people, when you've actually been to a gathering, yeah, you hear about negative stuff, but there's also really good stuff. Like I'm one of those ninjas. If I see someone who's thirsty, I'll just grab a water bottle out of my backpack and I'm like, here, and I'll give them some water.
Yes, sir. That's right. You're a real one for that. That's what I'm saying, man. It's a beautiful place like that. You know, you got some people that are wilding out. I seen a homie shitting in the bucket and all that when I was there. You know, I seen that in person. You know, but there's so much love. You know what I'm saying? That outweighs, you know, the wildness if that's too much for you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But we take you as you are, baby. It don't matter how no matter how you're perceived. Like you said, if you are not a bigoted person, if there is not hate in your heart, if you do not come around with malicious intentions, you are welcome with open arms. You know what I mean? It's the most beautiful thing.
Exactly. And it's always great when like people like that you've always look up to like start giving you props, or when just people that give you props in general. Like I've had numerous people come up to me and just give me props, and they'll be like, "Thank you for doing what you do." I'm like, "You're welcome, but thank you."
Yeah, man. That's it too. It comes from the love that comes from the artist is huge too. You know what I mean? I think this is a very supportive network, a very supportive family. You know what I mean? There's definitely, again, like you said, there's bad apples in every bunch or whatever, but in my experience, in this community, is a lot of uplifting people. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And the love shines the hate.
Exactly. Like I've met so many jugglers here that have become like big siblings to me and mentors, or just people in just this underground scene in general. Scum's been my mentor, and same poetry, Ouija's given me like that shine and uplift me. Frankie Goldie is like my big brother that like gives me so much life advice. It's not even funny.
Yeah, Frankie's a wise dude. I really liked his episode on this show.
I know, and that everyone still says that episode is very underlooked. I'm like, yes, it is.
Yeah, that's underrated. I wish that. Yeah, that episode needs more shine. There's so many fucking golden nuggets in there, man. So many golden nuggets.
Hey, Frankie, I'm looking for a host on the show. Frankie, you want to be a co-host on the Hours of Chaos podcast? We need some of your humor, man.
Hey, Frankie, the streets is waiting on Vegas winner. We's ready.
We are ready.
Say, whenever you ready, we's ready.
And you recently, actually, just this year, got to go be at Juggalo Weekend in Texas. How was that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was a beautiful time, man. Acetone threw a beautiful fucking event.
That's my bro.
You know what I'm saying? And it just so happens that the Duke of the Wicked walks in the door. No pain or nothing. He's just showing up to party with us. You know what I'm saying? And
now, did you know he was going to be there? Or were you shocked just as anyone else?
I heard a rumor that he might, like 10, 15 minutes before he showed up. I was like, no fucking way. You know what I mean? Like my homie told me, Acetone told me. You know what I'm saying? Acetone told me. I was like, no fucking way. That's cap. Really? And he was like, for real, bro. It's happening. It's going down. You know what I mean? And sure as shit, I'm up on stage with him. He's doing his set. And the Duke's in the back of the room coming in. Whoa! I was fucking just my wig all the way back. Couldn't believe it.
Now, were you performing that weekend too?
Yes, I performed too. I did perform. I performed a little later in the night. Yeah, it was really fresh though.
So how does that make you feel knowing you got to perform and the Duke himself got to see you perform?
The Duke actually took off just a little bit before my set. He was getting out to where the after party was going to be. I closed show.
Oh hell yeah!
That was pretty cool. That was pretty fucking fresh. You know what I mean? That was an honor. That was one of the livest sets I've gotten to do thus far. You know what I mean? The family in there was just fucking beaming. You know what I mean? We just had an incredible night. And everybody was on go at that point, and I got to do some songs that I'd never done before and shit. It was just a really fresh time. I even had a specific song that like I had wrote. It was like I jacked a beat from this band I like. They're called Electric Callboy. They used to be called Eskimo Callboy when they made the record. So I had a hard time looking it up when I was looking for it. I found it, and yeah, man, I took the track and I ran it through a fucking AI splitter. And I just took the beat the instrumental, and I just fucking screamed over that shit in Dallas. I only did that once. It only happened once. You know what I mean? But that shit was so fun. You know what I mean? That was a once in a lifetime thing, and man, that was just such a crazy time. Acetone really put on a fucking banger.
Now, was that your first time in Texas, or have you been to Texas before?
That was my first time doing anything in Texas. I had passed through Texas on a Greyhound once, going to Albuquerque earlier last year. I guess that was last year, but it's like within the last year in my brain. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that was my first Texas experience. You know what I mean? Chilling in Dallas at that show. And then the Duke of the Wicked walks in, man. That was so crazy. Everybody that had been performing that night schooled that shit. I got to see Risk. I had never heard his music beforehand. I was blown away by his performance. The homie Cheese House, I seen them fucking schooling that shit. Man, the homie Willie Hayes, he fucking blew my mind. I had a great time with his set. Shouts out to him. I know he's on tour with Kung Fu Vampire right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. And to perform side by side with Trash Boy ENT brother Stephen James for the first time while I was there in Texas for that show. You know what I mean?
I've heard many things about like the Juggalo scene in Florida. That in not in Florida, in Texas, they wild out too.
Yes, that's real shit, dog. That's real shit. That everybody at that party was wilding out and having a good time. Yes, yeah, that was the shit for sure.
No.
I miss it, man. Whenever I'm having a time up here, and if I'm having a bad day, I start thinking about Dallas now. I start thinking about that was such a shiny weekend. We didn't just do that, you know what I mean? The next day, the Jugs went out. There's a place called Select Start Arcade. We took over the VIP down there. We was fucking up some barbecue down the street. We hit up a couple other clubs, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy, you know what I mean? It was just a jugged out weekend. And then the Beeb was just around the family like that, you know what I mean? It was not a second that I was lonely, you know what I mean? I had a homie with me the whole time, you know? We're partying the whole time. It's just good fucking, you know? That's the thing for me, you know. A lot of people probably might think of me being so young, trying to be a Juggalo rapper as I'm just trying to clout chase or whatever. But for me, the big thing is being a Juggalo first. You know, this rap shit for me is secondary. You know, I love to rap. I love to be able to rap at Juggalo events. I'm just happy to be Juggalo and to be surrounded by Juggalos. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's just like me. I'm a podcaster, but I just so happen to being a podcast for Juggalos, by Juggalos, and talking about this underground community that we love. Because I've been in this scene since I was about 8 or 9, and now I'll be 33. God damn.
My dog, you've been down for a minute.
Yeah. And I still have love and heart for this. I still like feel the magic in that music as I did when I was younger.
Exactly. It's multi-generational. Timeless.
And I like to help teach the next generation. Like, there's a lot of younger jugglers that have even come and asked me for like advice, and they've always like taken that advice. I tell them, whether it's up to you to take that advice, you can take it or you can ignore it. It's all up to you.
Yep, that's real shit. Yeah, you said you've been down since you was 8 and you're 33?
I'll be 33.
You'll be 33. Oh, my dog, that's longer than I've been. You've been down longer than I've been alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you got some knowledge. I know you got some wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers isn't soaking that knowledge up. They on some dumb shit for real. Like,
and now we're about to be blessed on the stream with the one and only Lady Chaos.
Oh, shit.
Whoop, whoop. Hi.
Whoop, whoop, fam.
Whoop, whoop. What's up? So, yeah, I've been listening. And I I had a couple questions myself.
Oh yeah, what's up, man?
So I don't know if Don asked you this already because I there was a second when I wasn't paying attention. But what was your very, very first concert that you ever went to?
My first concert that I went to, like a big one.
Any show, concert, like with your parents or whatever, your very first ever.
Like
concert
live
that you
music,
remember.
like maybe some shit at a park or like a festival I've been at, like a state fair type deal or whatever when I was a kid. But my first concert that I had went to and had moved me was Hollywood Undead when I was 17. They had pulled through Grand Rapids, and my homies had hit me up and asked if I wanted to roll with. They just had an extra seat in the car, and I was like, "Shit, man, how much were tickets?" It was $30. So I sold an eighth that day and made sure I got I got the fuck out of class, third period. Fucking, I dipped before lunch. That's the only shit I.
Yeah,
that's the
I
only-
recently been getting lady.
The only reason I was showing up to school was to go to fucking breakfast and lunch and shit, and I left before lunch for
I
that
know.
shit. You know what
I
I
was
mean?
the same way. I only went there. Yeah, I only went there for the social aspect, really.
I recently got
Oh.
Lady Chaos in Hollywood Undead.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah. So what was your first clown show?
My first cloud show, like official, DMT Fest. DJ Clay was there. That was my first show that had
Related show.
legit juggalo, like established artists like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My first clown show specifically was actually at the Gathering this last year because I'm really out here scrubbing it. I really don't have a lot of money, so looking paying to go see shows and shit for me.
That's awesome. You can tell people my first event was the fucking Gathering. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's pretty
man.
fucking cool.
My first time seeing ICP live was in 2022 on stage with Mike E. Clark.
Nice.
That's such a crazy experience for me. You know what I mean?
And if there's one thing you can say, and we can all say this, there's something about an ICP show. Their stage performance is fucking phenomenal.
Yes, man. And it sits with you for a long time. You know what I mean? Every single fucking time that I listen to Yum Yum Bedlam, and Here Comes the Carnival comes on, I fucking tear up, dog. I can't help it. I'm just thinking about the first time that I had seen them come out on stage, because there was a time in my life I never really thought I was going to get to see that. You know what I mean? And so that's just such a shiny fucking memory in my life.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Lady Chaos is
That's
exciting.
gonna live with you for. That's gonna live with you forever. That really
Yeah,
is.
for real.
That's fucking
Real,
awesome.
for real.
What'd you say, baby?
Oh, you're excited for Wednesday because you get to see Violent J, one half of ICP, who you thought you'd never see, and you get to see Esham.
Yes, I'm very fucking excited. We're going to the 300 Monster Tour in Tampa.
Oh,
So
my
it'll be my second time seeing Ouija in less than a couple of months. And
Yep, and second time seeing Darby.
second time seeing Darby.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. Really fucking excited.
Let me tell you, this lineup is stacked. You are in for a Thuggalo treat for sure.
Yes.
Fucking start to finish, this show is going to be crazy.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm bringing extra oxygen.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're going to make
Yeah.
sure that we're front row for that shit, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be front row.
Hell
And-
yeah. As you should be.
Motherfuckers, that mosh pit better not touch me, or I'm gonna have to regulate.
That's right. Throw some fucking bows in that bitch.
I'm telling you.
Like I said earlier, babe, you and me may be disabled, but we'll still rock out and get live.
I will still fuck you up, okay?
Absolutely. Enemies, I understand.
Oh, yeah. Lady Chaos has a lot of experience with mosh pits back in those days. She can tell you. She fucked some people up.
Well, I'm old, man. I've been to a lot of shows. So
Oh yeah.
comes with the territory, you know.
Let's just say, y'all, she's been to punk shows where she made the dudes in the pit look like fucking pussies.
Well,
Hell yeah.
Let me alter that. They were pussies. Okay.
Explain that story that you always explain where you guys beat down that neo-Nazi piece of shit.
Oh, okay. So I'm like 16, 17, like 96, 97, something like that. We're at a punk show at the rec center, and these neo-Nazis showed up. So, you know, I'm in the pit, whatever. We don't kick them out until they cause a problem. Well, one of these dudes straight clocked me in the face, and I went down. And all like just out of nowhere, these three guys picked me up, pushed me out, and proceeded to like annihilate this guy. Like they just beat the shit out of him, and then promptly threw them out of the fucking venue.
Yeah, security looked at them and were like, "Nope, they got to get out."
Yeah, I was just like, really? But I mean, it was worth taking a hit to the face to see that guy go down. It really was. It really was. And I'll never forget that shit. And that's like, and I tell that story because like the punk rock community that I grew up with, like when I got into the Juggalo scene, it's the same shit, man. I mean, but to be honest, the Juggalo community is a lot tighter, in my opinion. I've never experienced anything like it ever in my whole life.
Hell yeah. We'll whoop to that.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get battle scars at shows. I have so many battle scars. I've bruised my ribs in the pit. I've taken a full face of Fago to the fucking face.
I'm kind of.
I've fucking fallen on my ass and jumped right back up.
Yeah, it's all in fun.
I've always kind of felt like the bruiser in the pit, and then there was the final ICP performance of last year's gathering. I was like, oh shit. I'm not as big as I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still had a good time, you know what I'm saying? But I had to mosh a little harder, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know I could mosh a little harder before then. I was pretty fucking sick, man. Yeah, that's a shiny memory too.
That's awesome.
Started out in the pit for a bit. Then fucking made my way right up front, nuts to butts in that bitch. And then I made it on stage at the end. Fago Armageddon, my first gathering.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That is epic, dude. That is epic. That's a story you're gonna tell your kids, or your whoever.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I tell it a lot already. You know.
Do it, man.
I was telling my story about how I got on stage. Like, I got on stage in 2021, and here I am, like, trying to hold my camera while I'm filming Jumping the Barricade. I'm like, okay, I'm either going to land straight on my feet or I'm going to land face first and fucking flat on my ass. I'm like, I'm going to time this perfectly. And I landed perfectly on my feet, holding the camera while I rushed the stage. I was like, that is straight luck of a fucking juggalo.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I could have easily fell on my fucking face jumping that guardrail and who knows what.
That's what I did. Yeah, I ain't going front. I did not get over that barricade gracefully. I'm a big motherfucker. You know? This fat chunk don't fly very much, you know what I'm saying?
But
yeah,
it's totally worth getting on stage.
Like, Dawn is a normal sized person. Dawn is a normal sized person. I am not so much. So yeah, I get it.
No normal sized people. You know what I'm saying? Whatever size you is.
Yeah, it's true. Not normal, average. He's an average sized person.
Yeah.
He's more average than anything else.
An average thuggaloo.
You an average thuggaloo. I love me some average thuggaloo. So yeah. What else, baby? What you got?
Let's see. Let's see. You want to promote Will Gates? What you actually have coming up? Like you actually have a mixtape coming up, and I have the image for it.
Yes, sir. Pastor Gates 2 is my next project. It will be coming out on YouTube and SoundCloud on the 17th in just a few days. It was going to be on all platforms on the 17th, but distribution is kind of a bitch sometimes, so I had to push that date back a little bit. It will be out in time for the gathering, without a doubt. That is the cover art right there. Shouts out to you for getting that. You know, shouts out to the homie Salamander putting that art, for making the Billy Main in the center.
Salamander did that. Nice.
The Billy Main in the center was taken from my Wicked Gospel project before, and we remixed it a little bit, and I got it up on there. She absolutely schooled that Billy Main right
Lil
there.
Gates here, y'all, looking like Jim Jones. Looking like Jim Jones.
That's pretty sick. Yeah, I can't wait to hear it. You'll definitely get a reaction.
I appreciate that. I'm really stoked to hear it. Okay, and I want to hear what Juggalos think. You know what I'm saying? Like regular Juggalo motherfuckers, like I listen, but I'm not as excited. You know what I'm saying?
Like. You got any other questions, babe?
Let's see. What other events do you actually have going on?
Events that I have announced. Of course, I'll be at the gathering. I'll be kicking it with the family. I'm not performing or nothing, but I will be there. You can catch me at that event. We will be having a good time. You know. The next performance I have scheduled is going to be right after the gathering. If you're still going to be in the Ohio, Michigan area, hold on up to Detroit. I'm going to be doing my first headlining show in the birthplace of the Wicked Shit on July 12th. I'm ridiculously stoked for that. I'm going to have a really special set, a very special set. I'm going to do some songs I haven't done before. Kind of like Dallas, I'm gonna pull something out that will not be heard ever again unless you are there at Detroit. You know, so July 12th is going to be a very special show. I am honored to be headlining in the birthplace of the Wicked Shit. I'm kind of shaking a little bit right now thinking about it. It's gonna be crazy, you know. But we got some more events in the works. I can't announce them just yet, but we do have some big events coming up. That can be a lot of fun.
All right. Can we get a flyer? Can you send us a flyer for this upcoming show that you're headlining?
Absolutely.
Because I'd like to promote that. All right, cool. Right on.
No problem. Appreciate that.
All right. Yeah, of course.
We're actually trying to put together an annual event down here, and it's going to be like a charity event. So it's going to be called Karma Fest. So whenever we get that up and running, man, we would love you to come down here and perform there.
Absolutely.
Hell yes. As soon as you
So
give me
Acetone, if you're still in the chat, bro, help me out.
Yeah. As soon as we procure some dates, we'll let you know. It's a lot more difficult than I thought.
We're thinking we might make it a fall thing because the fall down here in Florida it's a lot cooler, or we might make it in the winter because winter down here is a lot cooler too.
And it's not freezing. It's nice, so it won't suck. Because summertime, no.
Oh, for sure. I know it gets hot down there. I ain't been, but I've heard.
Yeah.
We might make it like Juggalo weekend, like in February. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see. So yeah. My last question is, who do you want to? Okay. What producer and what artist do you want to work with besides the obvious? that you just is like just a pipe dream you think that you don't think will ever happen?
It's a pipe dream. Don't think will ever happen. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I've already achieved a few of those. You know what I mean? I didn't think I would be able to work with Dev, to be able to work with Shaggy. I've been able to, fortunate enough to be able to co-produce and write a track with Deuce, formerly of Hollywood Undead.
Hell yeah.
You know, just I haven't been an artist for that long, an established, you know, recording artist, if you will, for very long. But I've already been able to do a lot more than I thought I would be able to do 5-10 years ago. You know what I mean? Ever. So it's
that's
just
hard work and dedication.
That's
cool.
Yes. When you work hard, the carnival provides. I believe that. You know,
That it does.
as far as people I haven't worked with yet, Nicky, you know, I have not worked with him. For someone that's not a Juggalo producer, Energy Beats would be someone I'd like to work with in the future. Big influence on the Detroit type shit that I've put out recently. I think I've already been able to do has already blown my wig. You know what I mean? It's a lot of my checklist is already checking off pretty quick. As far as big artist collabs, you know, working with ICP, Ouija, and Hoodoo would be, you know, the like top 3. You know.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I do have one other question, and this one's a little bit more in depth. When you are about to see, okay, so I want you to make me an EP. What do you start? What's the first thing that you do to start that project?
When you're saying make you an EP, like, are you an artist that wants to work with me and make a collab EP?
I am no. I am a, what am I? I guess I would be like
She plays guitar.
No, I do, okay, but in this situation I would just be like whoever demands the music.
Okay, so you're the listener in this case. So just when I start writing a project, for projects, I usually kind of have the concept for the project or the title for the project first. You know what I mean? And then from there, how I want to flesh out the themes of that project, what kind of sounds I want to use, and then I look for production to match that. So it really starts with making the concept, and then I can't get anywhere without the producer. You know what I mean? I need assistance with the beats, so that's why I'm making sure my producers get credit when I'm making projects. You know what I mean? This upcoming project is entirely produced by Count Penny. I'm super stoked about it. You know, but I'm not a huge producer like that. I can make beats, but it takes me a long time, you know, personally, and I don't have time or patience to be making beats like that. You know what I mean? I'm vocally inclined, if you will. So I think folks who are all in on production, you know, hats off to them. You know what I mean? So it starts with that, and there I will be listening to that beat, and I'll figure out where the hook goes, and I'll start there. After I get the hook, and flesh out how I get that, bring that sound that I had in mind out, then I go into the verses. You know, it's kind of a streamlined approach. You know, it's like I do have that in mind, and don't know what it is. I can get a song. You know, I can start writing and get a song recorded within an hour, and it's really crazy, to be honest. Not all of them. Some of the songs take a while. Sometimes I have a break where I can't, you know, write like that for, you know, a few days, a week or two, you know, and I gotta like recharge it. And then when it strikes, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, and I think that's the carnival taking over, if you will. I don't think that's testament to. I'm not that, you know, I'm not that. I'm not the engineer. I'm not the great engineer behind all this. You know what I mean? I'm just a voice behind it.
So did you learn that process, or did you just start doing it that way?
I learned that process. I used to write a lot in notebooks. I would spend more time in class writing on the side of my assignments and shit than I would be doing my shit. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like I would be writing all the time. Like when I was like 16, I was working at this Taco Bell and shit. And when it wasn't busy, I'd have some receipt paper and start writing on that shit. You know what I mean? Put it in my pocket, take it home. And practice that shit when I got home. You know what I mean? This is before I'd even been touching a microphone. I just enjoyed writing music like that, and it was just a healing thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was kind of going through a lot and shit at that age, and it helped a lot. You know, getting some shit off my chest. And so I've always been big on that. I've been big on that creative expression, and so I've got lots of practice with writing. So just figuring out my process over time was just kind of trial and error. When I first started recording, the first time I took the microphone when I was 17, I was just rapping with my homie and had a mic in his closet and shit, like I do right now. And I just recorded in there, and we came out with some cool shit. You know what I mean? We put it up on some just for fun and shit. And fucking, you know, I was just having fun with it. I just kind of had an open and then bounce off that idea. But even at that time, I'd showed my shit to one of my uncles and shit. He's like, "You sound like a juggalo." Because I am, motherfucker. You know, like it just happened to work that way. You know what I mean? Like the art happened to that direction. I was always making art, and then when the carnival really came into my life, it just kind of worked in that direction. Like I said, it was just for fun at first, for the soul, and at the end of the day, it is now. If I happen to end up with like a career and I go touring and I make all this money or whatever, and like that's fucking great. But like I'm just here to say that juggalos independently are out here and killing shit and making incredible art. You know what I mean? And the carnival's cool stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yep, and that's the whole point of this show. It's to also put on juggalos who are doing shit. Like there's so many juggalos who have their own clothing company. Shouts to D-Town Custom. Juggalos who have their own jewelry company. How fucking dope is that?
Exactly.
Yeah, I was back. Yeah, earlier when you guys were talking about, you know, juggalos being from all different walks of life. It's true. Like I've met juggalos. Like I know juggalos in recovery. I know juggalos in, you know, who are in like professional careers. I know juggalos who have, you know, jobs. I know all kinds of. I know I've met all kinds of juggalos, and you know, like that's one of the cool things about this subculture is that, you know, we accept everybody minus the pedos and the haters, but you know,
and the racists.
What's that?
Oh, and we don't accept the racists and shit.
And the racists, yeah, that falls under hate here. And so, like, I mean, anyone can. It's just about being yourself. Like, you can be you can. It doesn't matter what kind of car you drive or where you live.
Or what kind of car you don't drive, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You got the Lamborghini, that's what's up, you know?
Right.
But wherever you're starting, you know, the greats have shown that you can start with a lot, you know what I mean? I feel like you can, and you can make that a whole lot of things, you know what I mean? Turn a handful of gravel to a whole lot of things.
Yeah, like I don't get into my personal life a lot, but I straight came from the gutter, so a lot of that gutter shit speaks to me.
I understand, bro. I understand that 100%. And I think a lot of people that are here listening right now or listening to this video can relate to that, you know?
That's why I say if Ouija would have came out like 10, 15 years ago, a lot of the stuff he raps about now would have been very reflective of what I do now. Even some of the stuff he talks about now is very reflective. And that's one of the reasons why I love Ouija. I tell people he's like ICP. He's not just crazy, zany shit. There is some deep shit in there.
Absolutely. There's a lot
talks about dealing with.
I know, and I've gone through his discography for sure. You know, like I said, in like 2018, I was looking up his group features and shit. You know what I mean? I dug so hard for his music that I have an album on my hard drive of Ouija before he was Ouija and shit. You know what I mean? That's like a Russian torrent site. I'll not get it out.
He's been around for years.
He has, and he's
like Ouija's been putting it down for years.
And the progression it's a beautiful thing for real.
It really is.
He's just.
I showed Lady Chaos when he was in Swag Tooth, and she didn't even recognize him.
I didn't, but yeah, he is truly one of the greatest success stories. His sound is just it's off the wall, man. And like I listened, I too have like gone through most of his discography, and he's just the evolution of Ouija is pretty fucking phenomenal. And on stage, dude, I will say that man, and I keep saying it, I'm gonna keep saying it. That man, he is a tiny man, but on stage he is 10 feet tall. That man has some stage fucking presence. Like he controls that room, and it's a fucking beautiful thing to see. So,
that's going back to that Thuggalo excellence I was talking about, like reflecting on the beginning of his discography that I've heard up to now. It's, I mean, he's evolved so much, but he's always had that Juggalo love in his heart. You know what I'm saying? And
he's always stayed humble no matter what, which is dope.
It's a beautiful thing. He is the embodiment of one of us really going through it, really getting it out the mud, and really making it happen for the culture, by the culture.
By the culture. Absolutely.
And he wants to make the soundtrack for people's lives. Like I tell people, he touches on mental health awareness, battling with mental issues, past drug abuse. He touches on that.
Yes. And he does exactly that. He makes this. I can say he is a very big part of the soundtrack of my life. When I think of summer 2018, you know what I mean? All I can think of is Gutter Water. You know what I mean? Like that is the sound of that summer to me.
One of my favorites. I love Gutter Water.
Absolutely, that's
and there's something about that song Denial. Knocking on heaven's door. It's like, oh my fucking god!
I love that song. I love that song.
It hits you in the fucking soul.
I said this on the 5-year anniversary recently of that album coming out on the 25th last month. Trash Fire really pulled me in, but Gutter Water really gave me something to look forward to, and I cried a lot when I first heard that album. I heard that shit at midnight on the 25th on
Oh, yeah.
Spotify when it came out. I made sure and I bought Spotify Premium before God of Water came out so I could hear it as soon as it dropped. And that was the first time I'd ever done that. You know what I mean? Like I said, before then I was big on SoundCloud. I was big on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Now, what are y'all's favorite like personal Ouija albums? Like, you go first, babe. Like from your top, like whatever number. What are your top Ouija albums? And then you go, Will.
top.
No, you go ahead, please.
I just wanted to clarify. Top how many?
It can be like whatever. Like if you had to name the top 3, 4, whatever number you want.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, Lady Chaos. What was yours?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You good? I just want to clarify.
Okay. Probably I'm gonna have to go in no particular order. Fallen Angelic, Gutter Water, Dirtbag, and I really loved Problem Children. And then Detritus. Detritus is growing on me. But like maybe it is in that order. But yeah, those I mean, and I realize that's most of his shit, but like that's just he's got a fucking awesome collection. So
And the one thing, yeah, you can hear his soul in his releases, but in Detritus, he put his fucking soul in that album.
He really did. This is something you can tell. That is a record you can tell that he's like, okay, I'm not fucking around here. You know, we're gonna, we're serious. This is serious business.
I recall Shaggy the Airhead saying all the beats were made in-house. He recorded it in-house with them and everything. That's crazy, like the time and care that went into this album and the release of this album. We talk about that for a second. The release of Detritus. Holy shit. I mean, I've never seen a rollout like that in my life. And a lot of the OGs that I know were talking about that this is reflective of the type of releases that were, like Malenko and the Jekos brothers and everything, where you had the extra steps, you know what I mean? I wasn't around for it, So it's such a beautiful thing to think that he's really carrying the essence of this to a T onto the next generation. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's another thing is his music is timeless. It's for all of the generations. Your generation, my generation. Like I'm 42 and I'm fucking rocking out to this shit, like and I don't know how old you are, but
I'm 23.
Okay, you're just a baby. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a young alone myself. Absolutely. I'm a young alone. I don't shop for that.
Yeah, Lady Chaos grew up on like all that stuff. She grew up on the old ICP. She grew up on like Dr. Dre and NWA and all that shit.
Dude,
she loves weed.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, when I was coming up, that's what it was, like, and that music is timeless as well.
Right.
But it's nice to see that newer music and newer artists it's not all fucking trash, because like for so long the newer music when I was like in my 20s and 30s, the new rock and the new music, it was just such generic bullshit. And now like we have this new era of timeless music. Like it's fucking awesome and I'm really digging it.
Yeah.
It's not just Ouija. It's fucking it's Darby, it's Strife, it's like it's who else, baby? Like
people like Will Gates.
Yeah.
I say the whole
You-
Swamp Society's been killing it. I just want to say Acetone, Frankie Goldie,
Acetone.
Yes.
His
Yes,
another
Frankie Goldie. All these
whole Swamp's killing it.
all these new artists, and we saw when we were at the Cody Manson, fucking awesome. We saw Cody Manson at Certified Psychos on the Certified Psychos tour. That was a great
Most
fucking
humble,
show. That
nice
was my
person.
first clown show, or not clown show. That was my first Juggalo show, and it was amazing. So yeah, I mean,
experience. That's what's up.
yeah. So yeah, props to you for coming out here and doing your thing and yeah, seriously. I look forward to hearing more of your shit.
There's a lot more to come.
I hope so.
I'll be cooking for a long time. Like I said, this started and continues to be something that at the bottom line from my heart is to be coming from my heart and to be a fun thing. You know? And it is that, you know, this is what I like to do. I like my time. I like to make juggalo art. So I'm going to continue doing exactly that for a long time. You know,
that's what it's all about right there.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to put a bullet in me to stop that shit. So,
you know, not a lot of people your age have that sense of creativity, that sense
Drive.
of work ethic, drive. So it's really good to see. It's good to see.
You know, it's out there. It's maybe not as many like young juggalo rappers necessarily, but I see there's a lot of young juggalos that are out there and killing it in their various facets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Young juggalos are out here and killing it. Like we were saying, that juggalos are in every walk of life, and we're killing it everywhere that we go. You know what I mean? Young, old, in between, no matter.
Yeah.
We're all
Yep. Hell yeah. Well, thanks for letting me bombard you with questions.
Yo, of course. You know, you can hit me with as many questions as you want. That's what I'm here for.
Appreciate
And
you.
as you probably know, Lady Chaos has her own show, so you never know. She might even ask you to come on her show for an interview.
By all means, I'd love to pop on anytime.
Excellent.
Be honored. Like I said,
You'll be hearing from me. You'll be hearing from us.
Hell yeah. You just give me the dates, you got gates. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Thank you.
And we're actually going to play a song that you sent me, Will. It's a song off. It's called All About the Hatchet. So tell us about this song.
Yes, that's going to be one of the very first things you hear on Pastor Gates 2. You know, again, it's produced by Count Henny. The whole project is, you know, he went in on the beats on this bitch. It's going to be all modern Detroit type beats, you know what I'm saying, infused with the wicked shit. So it's Detroit shit plus more Detroit shit.
All right, let's hear it.
So yeah, we're gonna get into this track, y'all. This track is called All About the Hatchet by Will Gates. So be prepared, y'all. I'm probably gonna vibe out to this shit. So here we go. This is our first time since someone said we're gonna start playing tracks by artists on the show. You're the first one we're gonna do that for.
Hey, I appreciate that, homie.
All right, here we go, y'all.
I can't hear it.
I also put out here.
Maybe I can't hear it.
You don't hear it, honey? Hold on, let me screen share it. That might be better. Let's see here. Screen share. Yes. All right, here we go. Here we go. right. Could you guys hear that?
I don't hear anything.
Still no. Damn it. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. Thumbs up when y'all can hear it.
Okay.
I heard
Heard
something.
that. Heard something. I can kind of hear something.
I hear something cutting in. Jeez, man. We lost to Don. Don has left the chat. Lady Chaos, how does it feel to have taken over the Hours of Chaos podcast?
This has happened before, and I was like, finally, my own fucking show. All right.
It is your show now. You've
This is
taken over.
Lady Chaos. Oh, he's back. All right. Shh.
All right, I do apologize, y'all.
I'm going to steal your show, babe.
Technology is a bitch sometimes.
It is. It is.
So I do apologize, man.
Hey, you good, homie? You good? I know how technical issues is. I have no fucking idea how this streaming shit works. All of y'all that have been out here figuring this shit out are fucking killing me. I don't know how to do none of this. I've tried setting up a stream like this before. I don't know what's going on. Y'all are wizards.
Yeah, right. It's sorcery.
Damn, dog.
All right. Thumbs up when y'all can hear this now. I finally got the screen share to work.
You ratchet. If I put my
There we go.
pulled out. Rat. Shit.
Choppy.
Back, bitch. It's time for service. Filling up the pews and preaching all about the hatchet. If they talking disrespect, I take it, throw it and slash it. Ain't nobody getting past if they be talking about the family. We finding women talking, turn their ass into a casualty. Filling up the pews and preaching all about the hatchet. If they talking disrespect, I take it, throw it and slash it. Ain't nobody getting past if they be talking about the family. We finding women talking, turn their ass into a casualty. I was filling up the pews to tell him all about the hatchet. He was talking disrespectful, took his throat and I slashed it. He thought I fucked his bitch, but she way too ratchet. If I put my Peter in her, I'd have pulled out.
Damn. My internet
That's good what was playing.
That's okay. It's I ain't tripping if we can't run the play like that. You know,
It's time for an internet change, I think.
you know what? I'm gonna be honest. The way that chopped that up, but you ended up hearing just a couple bars and shit. That's pretty hard. We can keep it at that. I'm totally cool with that.
I hate that it's choppy like that. It happens every time.
It's all good. I should have
right.
sent you a link to download that shit before, but I am kind of a dumbass. I'm not gonna lie.
From what I heard, it sounded great. I fucking liked it. So.
I'm super fucking stoked for this project. It's
There's Trailer Park. Shout out to Trailer Park. Go check out the Thugalo show. Friday nights.
They've been killing it. The last 2 nights they've been killing it. Man, last night's episode was some fucking G shit. You know what I'm saying?
I caught some of it.
Yeah, they still put out, emergencies happening shit, and Screwboy and DJ Carlito couldn't make it, but they still made a full episode happen. You know what I mean? Like, on some last minute shit. I think that's real. That's some real.
Oh yeah, I've had to do that quite a few times too. There's been a few times where my guests just wouldn't like come on at the last minute, and I just would scramble at the last minute just to get someone on.
Yeah, you know, podcasting ain't always simple, and
no, it's not.
Yeah, shout outs to you guys who. I mean, I'm a new we just started our podcast. We had last week, and I'm only imagining it's gonna get fucking complicated. So,
like I said, I tried fucking with the streaming software before. This stuff, props, man. You're a fucking wizard. I don't know how to do this shit. I'm too fucking stupid for it. So you're a legend.
Yeah, Jenkum Fong said podcasting is hard. It can be. I mean, when you experience technical bullshit, it can be hard. Yeah, it really can. It can be frustrating, but it's still fun. Like it's fun.
But as long as you're having fun with it, that's all that matters. And as long as you're putting your heart in it, that's fun. Like I'm doing this because I'm putting my heart in, and I'm doing this for you guys.
Hey, that's real.
Exactly.
That's real shit.
I may be putting out shitty stuff for y'all, but I'm still putting out fresh stuff as best as I can.
Content is content.
Fresh shit for sure, bro. I think you're putting
whether it's crap or not. Yeah.
Let me say, hang on. You said this is episode 218. Is that correct?
Correct.
Is it?
Bro,
Yep,
you're getting deep on this shit.
I have.
Props to you, bro. You've been consistent for a long time. That's what's up. I love to fucking see it, man.
Oh, yeah, and I know you told me earlier that you said you're a big fan of the show, that you've been watching the show for years.
Yeah, I've been peeping for a while. You know what I'm saying? First, I think it was either Strife or Darby you had on first from the Swamps. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I got clued in. You know what I'm saying? And I've been following along since. You've been fucking schooling it, bro.
Yeah, and you know, it's like motivation, and when people give props, it's like one of the greatest feelings in this world. Like when you made this post, it literally made me tear up, like in a good way.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro. I'm just giving you your flowers. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's about juggalos pushing this shit and keeping this culture alive. You know what I mean? It's about each other. It's about the bond that we have and keeping this love alive. You know what I'm saying? There's no other community like this. There's no other family like this. You know, and if you haven't gathered or been to a Juggalo event before, I can't stress it enough. You know, if you got clown love in your heart, you feel you got clown love in your heart, pull up. You know what I mean? Come see what it's really about. It's a life-changing thing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. We don't do this for the clout, y'all. We do this for the love of the culture.
Exactly. It's for the love of the culture and for the love of each other. You know what I'm saying? The love of each other here in the fam. You know, that's what it is, man.
It's been a fucking love fest. I love it.
Yeah.
And you're always welcome back on the show anytime, bro. If you ever want to come on and promote anything, you want to promote any of your artists, just hit me up, and you're always welcome on the show anytime.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, I appreciate that. Shit,
Keep in touch, man.
Soon, for sure. We're gonna have to get my boy Steven James on here soon. He's working on some good shit. He actually just put out a Chopped and Screwed record just the other day.
Hell yeah.
Nice. That out right now.
Yeah. Bring your ass on the Let's Sesh show, and we'll get a little nasty. Honey, you ain't invited. Just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
I know.
If you know Lithium Queen, though, hey, she's down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, y'all. Well, I appreciate all the love. I appreciate the fuck out of that. Next time, I'm gonna be back around. You know,
Hell
anytime.
yeah. Is there?
Anytime y'all want to have me, you know, you're having an annual event. You know, give me the dates. You got dates. You know, whenever you want to have me
Yeah.
do the show, you just let me know.
Absolutely.
Same. If
Is
you
there
have
anyone you want to shout
connections-
out or anything you want to plug before you go? Or
Yeah, I mean, just shouts out to my brother Stephen James. Like I said before, my brother Tim DeVito. Both of them are working hard on some new shit right now. I'm really excited for the future of Trashpoint Entertainment. You know, we just some juggalos out here just doing it independently and just making music because that's what we like to do. You know what I mean? And we're doing it for the love of it. And it's not about, you know, me being a superstar or you know, whatever. It's about making sure the whole team shines. It's about making sure every juggalo is winning. You know what I'm saying? And if you're at a point where you're struggling right now, know that you can win. You know what I mean? If you got clown love in your heart, I believe that you can make your dreams a reality. Real shit.
damn, you heard it here. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. And if you ever want to contribute to anything like in future giveaways or just to like thank us for having you on the show, just like let us know.
Yo, for sure. I appreciate that, man. Let me know whenever you're doing a fresh ass giveaway. You know what I'm saying? I'll see what I can do, what we can put together.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And since you
Good
have
talk-
a lot of
good to talk to you,
since
man.
you have some connections in Michigan, if you know like any places in Michigan that would like a host, tell them hit your boy up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, I'll keep you in mind for that. You know, sometimes I happen to throw events myself. You know, so
Nice.
next one that I throw, I'll hit you up.
Oh yeah, like I didn't know how much love I got in Detroit until I went to Detroit in 2001. Like I literally had someone come up to me, he's like, "Bro, Detroit's got your fucking back. The Dawn needs somewhere to stay. You can come stay here."
Hell yeah. Yeah, no doubt, man. Like I said, if you in Traverse City, if y'all in Traverse City, hit me up. Y'all can curse with me. You know what I'm saying? Fucking,
Same. If you're in Central Florida, our house is your house, my friend.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, y'all underground unity.
Yeah, underground unity.
All right.
Like you said, I seen that right there. That's what's up.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. Yeah.
It's,
So yeah, thanks for being here. We'll catch you next time.
oh yeah, thank you so much. See you again soon.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah.
Nice kid. I can get behind his music.
Hell yeah. All right, y'all. We are going to touch on some news, but we have an official announcement. We were kind of going to wait to announce it Tuesday, but let's go ahead. Honey, what is the announcement that we have found out today from Scotty Two Balls, Carnival Spirits extraordinaire himself?
Scotty Two Balls told me today that your lady, Lady Chaos, and your other lady, Lithium Queen, are officially part of Carnival Spirits.
So
Yeah.
the official Let's Sesh Y'all will not only be live on Lady Chaos's socials, it'll be live on Lithium Queen socials, and it will be live exclusively here on Carnival Spirits.
Fuck yeah. Whoop whoop. Thank
And that
you,
will be-
Scotty.
And that will be every Wednesday except for this week, because this Wednesday we're going to the Three-Headed Monster Tour. So yeah, y'all, it's still going to happen, but it's happening Tuesday this week instead of Wednesday.
Yeah. Yes, so we will be live Tuesday at 9-ish. And this coming week, and then every week after that it'll be Wednesday night. Oh, thanks, Relic. Thank you for being there, man. We really appreciate your support.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Relic. Relic has been in all over this shit, just everywhere. And
this man has a love for the YouTube Juggalo community. Eventually,
Very
Relic,
much,
we want to see you, Relic, come on and make your YouTube debut. Maybe even contribute to this YouTube Juggalo shit.
yeah,
Relic.
Come on the show. Come on.
Hell, if you want to
We
come
want-
and be the official co-host of the Hours of Chaos podcast, let me know.
There you go, man.
Because for
Hey,
those that don't
hype
know,
men need to be seen too.
for those that don't know, yes, I am probably eventually going to get a co-host, but I'm not going to do it like anything else. I'm probably going to do a formula where I get a different co-host every week. How do y'all feel about that?
See, that was my suggestion.
Yes, it was.
Yes. So just to have a little bit of fun, have a guest co-host every so often. I think that's a great idea.
Exactly.
Because then, if I need you for something like sex in the middle of your show, you can have your co-host take over, come do me real quick, and then get back to it.
She don't hold back.
Everybody wins. Everybody wins.
Yep. I love you.
I love embarrassing him. It's so funny.
I love you.
Isn't that a good idea? I told you, man. I'm full of good ideas. I have a lot of good ideas.
She
A lot of
does.
good ideas.
She does. She's a very good inspiration as well.
Well, thank you. So are you, dear.
Yep.
He is an Eden Destroyer, man. He is an Eden Destroyer. I love how raw Lady Chaos.
She is raw. She
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
I don't fucking care. If you don't like it, man, click the little X at the top right of the screen.
All we got to say is if you are easily offended, your parents should be ashamed for raising such a pussy.
And also, if you're easily offended, don't tune in to Let's Sesh because we're gonna offend somebody at some point. So,
And y'all,
anyway,
I want to give a shout out to, of course, my sponsors, Blind Death Clothing, and y'all, the Hours of Chaos podcast. Your boy Don is going to be coming back with a classic look that some of you guys might remember. For those who have been following the show for years, your boy is coming back with a classic look to the show, the one that stands out. So, yeah.
dude, these cats are driving me insane. Anyway, so yeah, holy shit, we're part of Carnival Spirits now. What?
Yeah.
Wow. I am so beyond excited. Like, just beyond excited.
So not only do you guys have the Hours of Chaos podcast on Carnival Spirits, now you have the Let's Sesh show, and then you have Scotty's show, which he did.
Scotty's show.
So hopefully Scotty comes back and does his show on Sundays still.
Yep. And then eventually Beastmaster will be back with his show.
Yep.
So be on the lookout for that. So yeah, I mean, Carnival Spirits is legendary, and it's also got a future, and I'm really, really excited and proud to be part of it. So thank you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So let's touch on some topics, shall we?
Sure.
Of course. You guys just want to look at a very funny old picture of your boy. I mean, it's not that old, but let's just say Don Chaos one time got interviewed by fucking Juggalo Jesus one time.
Look how you were so skinny too. So heads up, y'all. Don has gained. I feed him very well. Don has gained what, like 50, 60 pounds since you've been here?
I was 119 or 20, And last time I checked, I am 165.
I thought you were 169.
Maybe. Could be. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, like he's a little chub now. He's got a dad bod.
Which apparently dad bods are the new thing.
I love dad bods. Well, I don't just love any dad bods. I love your dad bod, dear.
So that's why Lady Chaos has said that Don Chaos needs to win the Juggalo pageant at this year's gathering, even though we're not going.
Hell yeah. Hells yes.
I'm
What
the,
else?
I'm the Keanu Reeves of the Juggalo community. I'm the Brad Pitt of the Juggalo community.
All right, let's back it down a little bit.
I know. No, I'm the Richard Gere.
He's pretty good. You know, who do I like? That one guy.
Chris Evans.
Was it? I do like Richard Gere. Yeah, Chris Evans. But there's one other dude.
You like the dude from Prison Break.
Yes, I do. The fuck is that guy's name? I can never remember his name. He was in Field of Dreams. Kevin Costner. I've been in love with Kevin Costner since I was like so young. He has aged so well, and his butt is just his butt's almost as nice as yours, babe.
No, I think mine's probably just as nice.
I said almost as nice as yours.
Yeah, keyword.
Meaning yours is nicer.
Sorry, Kevin. Sorry. Not sorry.
Sorry, Kevin. Dawn looks like a young Everlast.
I actually do now when I look.
A little bit. Although he was way better in House of Pain than as Everlast.
Oh yeah, Everlast.
I don't like his music as Everlast.
Yeah, his solo stuff. When
Not
he's
so
in
much.
When he's in a group and when he's working with other people, fine. But I told you about that other group that he's in called La Coca Nostra, which is dope.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
So as long as he's working with other people, he's fine. But if it's just straight Everlast, no.
Well, yeah, but I mean, when he's rapping, he's a good rapper, but I don't feel his rock music. Like, it's just kind of generic to me.
Yeah, I mean, there's other rappers that have crossed over to the rock genre that sound better. Like, Vanilla Ice gets shitted on when he crossed over to the rock genre, and he fucking did dope. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, he did it. I think he did a good job doing that. He's actually a pretty good artist.
I don't know. That's why I've always loved Vanilla Ice, because he is fucking diverse.
Yeah. All right, let's finish this.
All right, let's see what other topics. Yes, you guys can look forward to, of course, once again, Will Gates, Pastor Gates 2, the mixtape.
Oh, yeah?
Of course, if anyone is pulling up to the Three-Headed Monster Tour in Florida, come say what's up to us.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to kill one of the cats.
Not really, y'all. We love animals.
He does look... Nice use of the word svelte there, Relic. Nice.
Wait, what did he say?
He said Vanilla Ice still looks svelte as fuck.
He kind of does.
He does.
But I didn't feel old until I seen Vanilla Ice at the Gathering in 2021. I mean, some music has made me feel old, but when I saw Vanilla Ice, I forgot that there are other songs that I know by him besides Ice Ice Baby. I was like, he actually has other good songs.
He does have other hits.
I mean, the song he did for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. But yes, come see us at the Three-Headed Monster Tour. Come give a dab, give a hug. You want us to give a shout out to some of your stuff, just come say what's up. And we're probably going to do a funny promoting us being here at the show just for fun.
Yeah. So yeah, if you come to the Tampa show on Wednesday, and you see us, come say hi. I'm not unapproachable. Yeah, I look mad all the time. That's just my face. I'm probably happy to see it. So come say hey.
That's like with our cat, y'all. One of our cats, he looks like he's always pissed, but surprisingly, that's his happy face. Or, as my favorite word now that Lady Chaos says that I never heard of, perturbed. Let's see, what else do we have coming up? Of course, we want to send a congratulations to Son, who is signed to Long Live Evil. How dope is that?
To what?
Long Live Evil, also known as LLE.
Oh, okay.
Axe are those dudes that I have that like button-up shirt that you like, the green one.
Yeah. Wow.
And you guys can also look forward to our guest for next week is, of course, the one and only Team MUJ, aka Midwest United Juggalos.
Yo, that's gonna be a dope show, dude. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. And the week after that, we will be having the Thuggalo show on the show.
Yes.
So trailer
Hopefully the entire cast. I'm pretty sure all of them are coming on.
Yes. So Trailer Park, if you're still watching, you can still send me a clip, bruh, and I'll use it.
Yeah, we need a clip, bruh.
And if not, it's
They
cool.
do look like the Juggalo Slipknot. Oh my god.
They do.
The dudes before.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
People,
totally look
people
like the Juggalo Slipknot.
people say that a lot.
The Juggernauts.
Which, speaking of that, tell everyone the stale news who Slipknot parted ways with just recently.
Oh.
The
That one
keyboard-
guy with the spikes.
Yeah, the keyboard player.
Yeah, that guy. I forget his name.
Um,
But I think if I cared more, I'd probably remember.
She hasn't listened to really She still listens to Slipknot, y'all, but she hasn't listened to like current.
You know what? Unpopular opinion, Slipknot self-titled is the only good Slipknot album out there.
That's not really
Hands down.
unpopular. A lot of- that's not
Hands
really too
down,
unpopular.
that's how I feel. You don't like it, eat shit. I don't care.
Nah, I
Moving on.
think a lot of people really do enjoy that. A lot of people enjoy
It's
it.
true. It's fucking true. It started and ended with that album. And don't even fucking say Iowa, because I don't want to hear it.
Well, it's I also like Subliminal Verses. That's a good one too.
It's crap. It's all crap.
Let me look it up.
I love Darby. Yeah, I love a lot of artists, but I can't remember their song. I don't remember song names, like hardly at all. It's hard to remember song names. Ouija, I remember his song names because I mean,
Oh yeah, because Darby has those like top unique like songs that are just off the top of the wall titles, which is awesome.
I loved when he performed the Fuck Your Rebel Flag song
Yes.
in Central fucking Florida. The dudes behind us who were working the sound, oh my god, they were losing their ever loving minds. It was hilarious. I loved it. Loved it.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Let's see. We have, let's see. Of course, we have the Scum and Lex the Hexmaster tour that is actually booking right now, which Scum actually messaged me that said in August they will be down here in Florida. And I think I saw the date, but I have to look up where it is again.
Heck yes, I cannot wait to see Scum.
Yeah. Scum is dope live. You know, I've seen Lex Heck, Lex Live. I've seen him live. He's very dope. I've seen Mattapelli, which is dope. Which again, shouts to Mattapelli, who shouted me out in their song. I did still not see that coming. Just saying,
bro. That was so fucking cool. When I heard that, oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Shout outs to Mattapelli. Those dudes. I mean, the least I could do is give them blowjobs, you know? I mean, thank you guys. That was really cool.
You could give them a hug.
Yeah, I like Cody Manson as well. Fucking killer show. He puts on a killer show. Plus, he's a really nice guy.
Yes, he is. And also, we want to give shout outs to the 270.
Yes, our buddies over at the 270 show. Casper and Tripper G. When do they come? Their next show is less than 2 weeks out. So they are on Twitch. Go check them out. They're fun.
And let's just say their next show is going to be like a little mini gathering, like / party for those who can't go to the gathering. So you never know who might show up there, y'all.
Yeah, you never know who's going to show up.
Hell yeah. Of course, make sure you guys also check out the music video Class A Homicide by our homies Chuckles and Mr. Dosha.
Chuckles and Dosha. Man, I love Mr. Dosha. He is so cool.
Yep, and he's a very old school hip hoppy vibe. So that's one thing why I like this song, Class A Homicide, because you never heard Dosha talk about dark, murderous shit. So he stepped out of his zone, and he usually touches about conscious shit, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I don't know why. There's something about him. He reminds me of Dr. Dre. That's what it is. He reminds me of Dr. Dre. So I was just immediately fell in love with the guy, and he's got bars for days. So,
he does.
And of course, so does Chuckles. Chuckles is the man too. Shout out to both of them.
Which we definitely want to see them perform sometime. I even told them I would do the hot wing challenge with them.
Well, that'll be fun.
It would be. You guys can watch me sweat my ass off. And we do want to see Chuckles perform. We want to definitely try to get them down here for Karma Fest. So Acetone, since you're good at pretty much booking stuff, if you want to get with us, show us what we need to do and stuff, or help us out, that'd be dope.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we do want to make this an annual.
Yeah, Roxy was gonna come on. I forgot to send her the link. Honey, can you do that? I forgot to send her the link.
Yeah.
I told her I would, and then I forgot to.
Yeah.
She
Hold
said,
on. All right. I think Scotty wanted to come on too for a bit, but I don't know if he's asleep.
Yeah, he did. He did. He said he wanted to come on for a few minutes at the very beginning.
Yeah, so Scotty, if you're still awake, if you're still in here, sorry.
Shit, totally forgot about that.
You guys know me. When I get hyped about in a show and I get in show mode, I get excited.
Dev reminds Relic of Dre.
He does. He's a great producer.
Yeah, Dev. He is. He's a phenomenal producer. Dev is the underground Dr. Dre.
Probably. Pretty much.
Yeah, that's just, there. You can't argue with that. If you try, I will fucking crush you.
Y'all heard it here. All right, Roxy, if you're here, I'm gonna send you the link.
Yeah, if Dev makes your beat, it will be a banger. Dev, like I said, Dev is the underground Dr. Dre. Changed my mind.
and maybe we can try to discuss something that Scotty, I think, wanted to talk about. Since his screen usually works, his screensaver works. Scotty, you can probably come on and show us what you wanted to talk about.
Damn it, I wish I would have remembered. Deb has no losses. Nah. No, he's a solid fucking producer. I mean, yeah. He's got the golden touch, man.
So
Really
does Shaggy. If anyone can replicate ICP's like old school sound, it's Shaggy, the Airhead.
Shaggy the Airhead. Yeah.
And then if you want to hear ICP on some new type beats, he'll do that. But if you want to hear like new ICP but has old school vibes to it, you go with Dev.
Yeah.
Well, Dev has that really dark like trap vibe to it.
He does. He does.
Which I did interview him one time. He like talked about like a lot of his influences, so definitely check that out, y'all. And if you guys haven't, check out when we had Dev on, when we were having him on for the anniversary of Gutter Water one time. That was awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, shout out to Humble Among. I say Halloween 5 is the album of 2022. Team was up there too by Darby Otro. Yeah, Humble Among, very nice guy. Great podcaster, him and his girlfriend. Go check them out. They're on when the fuck are they on? Mondays?
I think it's Mondays.
I think it's Mondays. I wish I'm so bad with schedules, but yeah. Humble Among. Yeah, solid dude. I like him a lot.
Oh yeah. All right, Roxy,
So
the link has been sent to you.
Okay. The cat has not managed to knock down pretty much everything out here, and now she's sleeping.
Never fails.
Yep.
Yeah, we really appreciate y'all in the chat. Like Relic, we appreciate you. You are a real one.
Yeah. Thank you for your continued support, Relic. Really. And Humble Among, yeah, he does a lot of it. A lot of people don't know this, but he does music. So yes, check his shit out. He's actually very good.
Yep, we actually do have plans. Spoiler alert, you guys know, usually I don't say who we have planned on the show, but I will say Humble Among is definitely on that list of people that we want to come on the show.
Yeah, she's asleep. I got these two, that one over there, and then her. There's 4. And they all just, what kind of sleep position is that? I don't know. She's, I don't know. I don't know. They're weird. Yeah, because I pet her. Yeah. Oh my god. Did she respond?
I'm waiting to hear from her.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Look back.
So yeah, explain to everyone again to help promote y'all's show, like what you want to do with it, honey.
Okay, so our show is Let's Sesh, spelled apostrophe Letts, as in the abbreviation or the short for Juggalettes. Sesh, because we just sit around and sesh. And basically we're just targeting we are targeting all juggalos and juggalettes. But we wanted to do something for the juggalettes out there, and show that there is a strong juggalette presence in the YouTube community, in the scene. You know, we're here, we exist, and we
Yeah,
have shit to say.
Yeah, and y'all are big fans of the music too.
Yeah, we are. We're big fans of the music. We love the underground. We love, you know, we love the whole scene. We love the community, and we want to give something to the community. So, yeah, there's not a lot of female presence, and so we want to fill that void. And yeah, that's Rosie.
Yep.
So what we'll do is we'll have guests, we'll just sit and bullshit, we'll have segments, and we'll just basically do what we want and talk about what we want. Views and subs are not important to us. We're just doing it to have a good time and to give people something to watch midweek at like 9 o'clock at night.
And it's just for the love of the culture and the community.
Yeah, we want to spread the word. We want to spread news like about the community, and we want to talk about stuff and have fun. And Lithium Queen she's an amazing woman. I love her. And she does adult content, plus size modeling. She's beautiful. She's smart. We really get along, and so I think it's gonna be good. We had fun the very first episode, and yes, we're in the same house. Yes.
She's just out. She's in the living room. I'm in the office. I'm in the office / studio. Shout out to Cheese House. That's Cheese House. I want to get you on the show too, man.
Cheese House. Shout out to Thugalo Show. Finally made 1K. Good for them. Good for them.
Hell yeah.
Rocks.
Hell.
Now I want them to get memberships so I can member.
Yeah, because you can do that on YouTube. You can have a thing called like membership. I don't know what that entails, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know if Roxy's gonna show up, so maybe we should shut it down.
Yeah. Well, let me try calling her really quick. So hold on.
Ooh. Yeah, I've seen Cheese House all over the place. So Bridget Bites is Miss Team MUJ. Cool. I think she's someone we want to try and get on with Sesh too. And one lady I'd really love to interview is Whitney Payton. I love her so much. She's amazing. I would love if we could get her on the show. I would so fucking fangirl. It would be so ridiculous.
I know someone else I would definitely love to come on your show, HB the Grizzly.
Well, yeah, we're definitely getting HB the Grizzly on the show. She's a fantastic artist, and she's beautiful and smart, and I love her to death. Lil Filthy is Miss Thugalo Show. Cool. Lady Chaos is Miss Hours of Chaos Podcast. Yeah. Blase, we could probably get her. I mean, I talk to her every once in a while on the JVE, and she's a nice lady. So we could probably get her on the show.
Yep, probably even get her on this show.
Yo. Yo. Oh.
All right, y'all. I don't know if we're gonna get Roxy on. I have no idea. Let me see.
It's getting late, so
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very Blase is very down to earth. Yeah, she's a really nice girl. I like her.
Hell yeah, y'all. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peep the links down and below. And of course, follow your boy on social media. Follow our guest Will Gates social medias. Follow Lady Chaos on social media. And yeah, like and subscribe if you are new to this. Subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell when you want to be notified when your boy does a new upload or when your boy is live.
Yep. And check out Let's Sesh Tuesday night at 9:15. Every Wednesday night from there on out at 9:15.
Yep. And yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you. We really appreciate you guys.
Much love, whoop whoop, and hashtag United Underground, hashtag Wicked Clown Love,
Hashtag community. Hashtag juggling ain't a hobby.
yeah, hashtag Juggalo ain't a hobby.
This is a
Deuces.
fucking lifestyle, y'all. Deuces.
Yes, this is a lifestyle, and we love it, and we love you.
Jugs up, Juffs down.